Today we're down so far about 4 numbers. Talking about number 7, which is the letters of the alphabet, the modes, the scale degrees. We've spoken about number 8, talking about octaves, intervals. We've spoken about number 5, circle of fifths and progressions. We've spoken about number 9, inversions and such the like. And today we're going to be talking about number 3. So the purpose of number 3 is that chords are built in thirds. Think about stacks of thirds. So 1, 3, 5, those are thirds. So triads built on thirds. A 7th chord is just an added third. And a 7th chord is a 4-note chord. The triad is a 3-note chord stacked on thirds. So again, chords are just built on thirds, right? I'm working that. Number 3. So triad is a 3 stacked. 7th chord, 4 stacked. 9th, 5, 11, yeah, and so on and so forth. So we can keep stacking thirds as we go along. Thirds, keep on adding thirds as we go along. So if you understand the interval of a third, if it's major or minor, you can build any chord that exists, right? So simple concept. Talk about minor and major. The interval, so C to E is what you call a major third, and if we're moving from E to G, which is 3 to 5, that's a minor third. The concept is the triad consists of a major third followed by a minor third, right? So C, major third, minor. That's where you get a major chord. Now the flip side is true about the minor chord. The minor chord is the opposite of that. It's a minor third followed by a major third. So in the case of C, minor third. Notice the sound of the minor, very dark and eerie. Major third. So that's your minor triad. Now there is another one called a diminished chord that has 2 minor thirds. So minor, minor, diminished triad. And then the augmented triad is 2 major thirds. So major third, major third. Difference from augmented, diminished, minor, major, major, augmented, minor, diminished. You can practice those. So the third really comes in 2 sizes. So there's major third or minor third. In a major third you have 4 half steps. In a minor third you have 3, and in a major third there's the concept of happy and bright sound, and in a minor third is sad, dark. So you can keep on playing those thirds to get used to them, used to the sound. Minor, so major, minor, diminished. So the triads, we spoke about the diminished. Major sounds happy, minor sounds sad, diminished sounds tense, augmented sounds a little bit dreamy, unstable, happy, sad, tense, dreamy, and we can let it go. So you can build a major triad on G. If you were supposed to build a major triad on G, what would those notes be, Remember, G would be your 1, and major has their 3rd. 1, 3, 5. G, B, D. If we're lowering the middle note by half step, and that's our B, we're lowering it, so we're going down, that we get A minor. If we lower the top note too, that's a diminished. Right, so for G major, lower middle, minor, in a diminished, lower middle and top, so lower 3 and 5. If we're in major again, 1, 3, 5, and we raise the 5. That's augmented, right? And back to G. In the case of 7th chords, it's just adding a 3rd to the triad. So in the case of C, E, G, if we add a 3rd to that, which is B, that's we get our major 7th chord, which is dreamy, jazzy. And if we have we lower the top, so we have that, and we lower the top to be a B flat. That's what we call a dominant 7, which really wants to resolve there. And if we have our C, E, G again, B, and we lower 3rd, that's our minor 7, right? So from our dominant 7, minor 7th, and then if we have all of those top lowered, so we're lowering 3, lowering 7, lowering 5, it's a half diminished. And if we now lower the 7 once more, keep on we get a fully diminished. Half diminished, fully diminished. So major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, half diminished 7th, diminished 7. So your major 7, dreamy, jazzy, blues, wants to resolve, kind of cool, mellow, the vibes, half diminished, a little bit mysterious, higher, very mysterious, cinematic. Those are our 7th chords. So if you keep on stacking above that, so we had the 7th chord is 3 stacks of 3rds, triad is 2 stacks of 3rds, and if you add another 3rd to the 7th, that becomes a 9th chord, right? So you may hear that sounding like Brian minor, sad, pause. You got 3 more. So, and usually anything adding over 7, it's usually past the octave. So a 9th, for example, is really a 2nd. So if you think about the 9th would be the D in C, right? And the 11th is really a 4, right? And so on and so forth. Yeah. So 3 is good number in terms of stacking. So notice you have to have stacks of 3rds for a chord, and in terms of placement or minor, the minor 3rd, major 3rd, help you along the way. All right, so happy practicing your 3rds. Practice your chord qualities based on 3rds. Everything is come inversions as well, based on 3rds. See you next time.